You're tuned in to Ask the Good Doctor, live each and every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Central, and 10 a.m. Pacific. Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire is here to answer your questions live.
Good afternoon. It's Wellness Wednesday, and you caught me putting my phone on Do Not Disturb because I promise you'll be happy I did. Welcome to Ask the Good Doctor. I am Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire, here to help you attain and maintain your perfect health. Please join me on Twitter at Ask the Good Doc, on Instagram and Facebook at Ask the Good Doctor. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Today we are going to cover a topic that is very important for us all, and it is how to protect ourselves from what seems to be becoming called 10G. 10G, where we've been through 3G, 4G, 5G, and 10G. So grab your Good Doctor notebook. We have brought our resident expert, Dr. Tracey Diner of Magnetude Jewelry, which is protective jewelry to ward against the negative effects of EMFs. Welcome, Dr. Tracey.
Well, hello, Dr. LaJoyce. Good to be with you.
Good to be with you always. How's everything?
Good.
So I called you with this fire alarm about 10G, and I heard it just as a cursory passing, and I thought, what are we going to do? And what really is it?
Yeah. So because, there's a lot of stuff going out there on the internet, some stuff real, some stuff not. So I wanted to just and when we talked about this, I'm like, let me do a little more investigating, because my initial response was, we're not going from 5G to 10G. They don't jump like that. So I did some investigating, and here's the reality. There are two different definitions. So 5G is 5 generations. So remember when years ago, it started with a cell phone, all you could do is make calls. And then 2G, I think you could text. And 3G, it kind of worked. 4G, now 5G is because you can do video and you can do whole internet on there. This is generational. So it goes from 4G, went from 3G to 4G to 5G, and 5G actually didn't replace 4G. Those both bandwidths are out there. And we can get into that in a minute about what the negative effects of those are. And I am definitely an expert at what it does physiologically to us. But here's the thing. I know I've been hearing, what about 10G, Dr. Tracey? What about 10G? I'm like, we're not jumping from 5G to 10G. So here's what it is. So 5G is a 5th generation wireless cellular for cell phones. It's a technology that keeps increasing, and it is absolutely bad for you. There are countries not even allowing 5G because of what it does, and we can get into that. But here's the thing with 10G. 10G is not wireless cellular. It is a high-speed internet, which that is correct, over wired cable. So different. It's over wired cable networks through your modem going to your home or your house or your office. Okay. So it's not that all of a sudden 5G jumped to 10G and now we're going to be like glowing.
Glow in the dark. Yes.
I was like, what? But no, it is over a different channel. It is over wired cable networks. And it's going to be very confusing for people because they're going to hear 10G and they're going to think 5G jumped to 10G, which is what we thought initially, right?
That's right.
So that's not what it is. Now, I can't say that it doesn't increase the electrical magnetic fields coming out your modem because it is faster. And that information is not there yet. So we'll have to do some investigating to find out. But it is like, okay, just breathe, everybody. Just breathe a minute, because it is not 5G going off the rails to 10G. They're two different technologies.
So good to hear, I think.
Yes, it is. It is a good thing, I think, because it's coming, because now it's coming from your routers, right? Now 5G cellular wireless does work with this 10G that's coming out on your cable network, because you might get internet from the 5G, but that cable network is coming through your routers. Now, I teach 5G, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You can go see it on YouTube, okay? So when we talk about that, about keeping distance is your friend with electromagnetic fields, I teach people, keep the routers away from you. Put it in your basement, put it in a guest room, put it in a hallway, put it in your garage, somewhere where you're not. So even if this 10G is stronger on the cable network, it's coming through your router, move the router away from you.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that's
Absolutely.
what we're looking at right now.
What you have created is nothing short of spectacular. It's magnetic jewelry that is pretty and protective. Tell us about here's the bracelet I'm wearing today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
we have this one alike.
I actually have that one. Yeah. I love that
yes. I was actually very happy to actually go directly to the studio, and it's like a virtual candy store, and shop my heart out and hand over my credit card and squeeze my eyes closed. That's what I did.
On our factory. Yeah.
In the factory. Oh my goodness. But tell us why you created this jewelry, this pretty protective jewelry. And I'm wearing it on both wrists, actually. I love both of these bracelets. But when I'm doing things like this, I'm even more protective. The Magnetude jewelry. Tell us all about it.
I'm happy to. So as a wellness doctor for 28 years, I'm a chiropractor, wellness doctor, cranial adjuster, and applied kinesiology specialist. So my life has been keeping people well, away from drugs and away from surgery if possible. That's been my life's work. Well, we have physical, chemical, and emotional health, but we also have electrical health, right? Our brain's electric, our heart's electric, our muscles, our calcium channels, our mitochondria, our cell membranes. I mean, we are electric. That is not an opinion. We're electric. So when we have this electrical magnetic fields around us, it is stealing our energy at the cellular level. And so this jewelry and these magnets, these special magnets that I used to use in my clinic, we have now put them into our jewelry. So these magnets attach what we call our tudes. And these are our new glamour tudes. You haven't seen these in person yet, but these are our glamour tudes. So for those ladies that would like a little bling, there you go. So this piece snaps into a little bling for you. Yep. So these tudes, we call them tudes, attitude to match your attitude. So these tudes snap in by this very special biomagnet onto our jewelry. This is our sports bracelet. You're wearing our artisan bracelet. We have earrings. All of these interchange with these special biomagnets. And the benefits of these magnets do and why it's so important around electrical magnetic fields is when they steal your energy at the cellular level, because they're not allowing the mitochondria to function as it should. And the mitochondria is what gives your cells energy to function for you to be healthy. So if it's like driving a car down the road, you're having that gasoline taken out of the tank, your car doesn't move, doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the car, it just means you're out of gas. So what's happening is our body's the same way. We're getting out of gas, right? Because we have so much around us pulling away our energy. So when you put these special magnets, not a normal, these aren't your refrigerator magnets, you put these special magnets, 4,000 Gauss magnets in your energy field, it increases your electrical energy. That's laws of physics, and that's what it does. So then we decide, well, we need everybody on the planet wearing it, including dogs. We make pet tags. We have a men's line, a children's line, an adult line, because everybody's being bombarded by these electrical magnetic fields. We have 20,000 satellites pointing at Earth, stealing our energy, besides the routers and the cell phones and the 5G towers and on and on and on and on. Smart homes. I have a dumb home. I don't wear my iWatch anymore, unfortunately. I love technology, but it's
pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Let's talk about the iWatch and what they don't want you to know. Any of the smartwatches.
All the smartwatches, the Fitbits, every one of them has an electrical magnetic field current, because if you look on the underneath side, they're pinging a little electrical magnetic field constantly on your pulse hand right here, which is where your electrical energy is. So it's adding electrical magnetic fields into your body at all the time. And so this is not good for you, and especially, the earbuds, right? Apple
wireless ones.
Now, I love Apple. I'm not trying to get down on Apple. I use Apple computers. However, the iWatch and those earbuds when they're wirelessly in your ears, they are constantly sending a signal into the brain, and they are constantly sending a signal looking for home, which is your phone. So they are constantly sending an electrical magnetic field, and that's not good. So either have your phone on speaker. Okay. Do never hold a phone up to your head. It is never meant to do that. Or we have air tube air tubes, which
Wired.
air does not conduct electrical magnetic fields. So we have an air tube that goes to a certain point and then it's wired. So you're not bringing electrical magnetic fields to the brain.
And what I like to say about the Fitbits, the iWatch, the smartwatches, is that while it may tell you what the heart is doing, the heart is trying to keep up with the Fitbit, and the Fitbit is telling you what the heart is doing. So essentially, you are wasting heartbeats.
That's a good, you're stealing them. You're correct. And, I have I use this example. I have a funny conversation with someone who said, well, and I said, you shouldn't be wearing this. Well, and especially at night, they slept in it. I said, please don't sleep in these. Please. And she said, well, how am I going to know how much sleep I got? And I'm like, oh my God, because do you know that that's stealing your sleep and not allowing you to sleep by you wearing that? And then you're monitoring why you're not sleeping. It's like this vicious cycle. I'm like,
society has been like, what's that? Malcolm X said, we've been had, we've been took, we've been hoodwinked.
Big money is
big
definitely
time.
Running this country,
how
which
much
is why we have 5G and other countries don't.
That's right. How am I going to know how much sleep I'm getting?
Go to sleep, shut everything off. Do not put a phone near your bed. I promise you, we have digital clocks, right? Keep the digital clock and keep your phone in your bathroom away from you. If it's an emergency, someone calls twice, it will ring even though it's on, like quiet. So keep those phones away from you. Allow you to sleep and actually sleep with our jewelry on. I never take Zen. This is our Zen necklace. I never take it off. We have frequencies on the back. I'll show you. We have more frequencies.
Yes, tell us about the frequencies on the back.
So I tried to cram as much healthy stuff in this jewelry as I can. So besides these amazing magnets, okay, and there's tons of research on our website. If you look under wellness and research on our website, Magnetude Jewelry's website. Right, but on the back side, we have infrared, which also increases blood flow for healthy healing. Germanium, which helps with anti-inflammatory properties, and negative ions, which help with serotonin, our happy hormone, which we lose as we age. And so all of that works in conjunction with the magnets. They are together increasing your health. And wearing our jewelry, any of it in your energy field helps. So I sleep with it. We have an atlas that you can put on any specific place, and that increases that electrical energy right there. I'm actually just coming out in the next 2 weeks. We have a sleep mask. So you're one of the first people to see this. So this sleep mask, we have hidden magnets. Where are they? The magnets are in the pocket in here.
Oh.
And in the pocket on either side. So you can take them out to wash, or if you want to take the magnets out, you can. But this is called Magnesleep. And it blocks all the light, which helps with increasing melatonin for better sleep. Right. The magnets are known to help with better sleep. And then we have some on either side for transcranial, increasing your electrical energy in the brain.
Yes.
So that's plus the one magnet over the pituitary helping increase, upregulate your hormone regulation from the pituitary. So that's coming out. We got other things. So we're on the move.
Wonderful.
Trying to help you stay healthy.
The beauty of it all, look how beautiful that is. And like she says, these are interchangeable. This is my favorite. This was my very special gift. And this one, I just am absolutely in love with this bracelet. What I like about how this one has 3 magnets, 2 of them are fixed, but one is interchangeable.
That's a special one for you.
It is a special one.
Those ones on the sides, we don't make those. Those were, I think, a Christmas gift for you. But
but we do have talk about the need for the earrings, Dr. Tracey, and how important it is to protect this brain.
Yeah. So brain's electric, right? What happens? We determine whether someone's alive by doing an EEG. Is their brain alive? So electrically, are they alive? So we know that the brain, and the newest technology, this is cutting edge research, is that we don't just communicate chemically through our body or neurologically. We communicate magnetically.
That's right.
That's something new, that is new cutting edge information that they're just finding, because we have something like 7,000 processes every second of our body. And there's no way it can be done chemically or neurologically. So it's done magnetically. So that is part of this brain's communication getting to the body. Now, it's also susceptible. So when we are, like right now, we're on a computer, we can't can't not use our phones. I know we're not trying to take it out of your dead cold hands, right? But we try to do what we can to keep it away from you. But our brains, these are like our master computer of the body, and it needs to have some help. So I am never on my computer without my earrings.
Okay?
Earrings. So that's what I wear to actually help with. We can't say protect, that does get us in trouble. I say counteract the electrical magnetic fields, because we don't completely live in a Faraday cage. You can't do that. You are bombarded.
I count this as my Faraday cage, though.
Yeah, I mean, you and I can say that. That's fine, but if we get the research, we can show you. We do say counteracts the electrical magnetic field,
the negative
but
effects.
it is actually adding energy to your brain. We can say that.
Mm-hmm. And we have to be careful also in front of this television. Every television is a smart TV. So anything that's classified as smart, tell yourself you are smarter than your smartphone. You are smarter than your television. Yes, you are. Because
I describe this jewelry as smart jewelry. Because
that's correct. Because you are counteracting the negative effects. And look at how many varieties. Ladies, even gentlemen, this is my own personal stash. Yes, my own personal stash. Okay. I have been collecting this for a couple of years now, and I just wear it all of the time because I like to say I'm always gemmed up. And my daughter doesn't go to sleep. She doesn't take hers off. She's broken it. She's fixed it. She's broken it. She's fixed it. And it is absolutely great. It's a great way to counteract because we have to be with devices. It's just the way of the world. But we can interact safely. So Dr. Tracey Diner has created the Magnetude jewelry for us all. Click the link below. Grab yourself a piece of jewelry for yourself, especially for every teenager who's swiping left every day, all day. They need one on their wrist.
They do. And one other thing I'll tell you real quick that you probably have not seen yet, we have a brand new lanyard. It just came out. So for those people who can't wear jewelry, we have lanyards. So this is something teachers and doctors and nurses. So it has a buried magnet inside, takes another large magnet, put this on any of your lanyards, and now you have a way to still, again, help counteract.
Beautiful. As you work all day in those environments, which we know. Dr. Tracey, as always, you are a joy. Thank you for that rapid fire education and making sense out of nonsense with that 10 G's.
Thank you for putting this out there so we can get the word out.
Absolutely. Magnetudejewelry.com/Dr. LaJoyce. And we will be with you next week. Thank you, Dr. Tracey, for joining us. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'd like to thank my team, Christopher Green, technical producer, IW, supervising producer, and DJ ND, our announcer. Remember to let your eyes shine, cut back on the wine, get good food fast, and go easy on the greasy. Until next time, protect yourself. I'm Dr. LaJoyce Brookshire. We'll be back at you next week. God bless you.